Alright, hello everybody, welcome to episode 3 of my series on building a city in Minecraft. Last time, I realized that I think I screwed up on the floor. Maybe. So I'm gonna need to either fix that or... No, I didn't. It's good. Okay, I don't know why I thought that. At least, not on this part. Maybe on this part. Because I think this was supposed to go one lower. Yeah, this... Okay, that's tough. Because this was supposed to go one lower. Because this is like at the center, but then this. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to redo that as well. Okay. Let me just grab another pickaxe. There's really no need other than because I want to. Because I'm gonna just knock these all out. Oops. Shoot. In fact, just what am I doing? There we go. That looks better. Anyways, so okay, this netherite pickaxe is actually making it so much quicker. I did not realize that these tools really work this way. I just keep pressing the wrong... Um, anyways, since last time, I don't know, what is there to mention? What is there to bring up? Last Fancy on Me came out. I think I mentioned that once before in like an old video about when the demo came out. It is so good. Like, it has a it definitely has a demo that you can download, and it gets you through like I think it's the first 5 hours of the game, but it's a super long game. It's basically about these kids who have to defend a school. Maybe they should do Danganronpa and Zero Escape, and it's just like part visual novel, part tactical RPG, which is tons of different endings and tons of different like sides. Like there's tons of different endings to do. And you try to go through it. It comes with like a DLC. I don't know, I think it just might be the way my controller, I think it's like inputting. Anyways, the DLC comes with the game. It's just about one of the characters back. So at least it came with pre-orders. It might not come with the regular game, I don't know. But it is just awesome. I'm like 10 hours in right now. And I'm just looking forward to getting farther. Newest updates to Minecraft, there hasn't really been that many huge updates since this last time. And we got the harnesses for the happy gas. Uh, what I'm gonna do for this world, for like the rest of this world, is I'm gonna build, like, the plan here obviously, like I already mentioned, was to build a city. So the idea behind that is just that we're gonna have like obviously a city. Right now I'm doing a house. So I think what I'm gonna do is have different like houses near it. Oh yeah, that's one thing that happened last time. I got a Nintendo Switch to pre-order. Feels good. Managed to secure a pre-order for Nintendo Switch 2. It really took like an hour. Because it didn't, pre-orders didn't actually go live until like a while after they said it was gonna. And it just like looked slightly, I don't know. Whatever. And so it took a while. But I have got it. I'm looking for it. I got the version that comes with Mario Kart, so like, and I'm definitely gonna be getting a case when I actually go pick the thing up. The only games I anticipate playing on it on launch are Mario Kart. I'm not a super big Donkey Kong or platformer fan in general. And then so I have never played the original Hollow Knight. I saw some footage of it. It doesn't necessarily look like something that I would enjoy that much. It looks alright. But just the sheer dedication of the Silksong community, just I have to play Silksong. I'm in the Silksong community because it kept like pushing it onto me, and I would see how crazy people would be. And back when like if you remember Silksong community, you'll know what I mean. The cake drop. I figured, oh, this is it. They're gonna release the game. So I joined the community to like go, oh, you know, um, I'm trying to think. Like what I want to see people's reaction when it finally does release. Is it's gonna go crazy? Didn't happen. So I've just been a strong member of the community forever. We did finally get a trailer at the Nintendo Switch Direct, and since it's coming out for Nintendo Switch 2, I told myself, hey, since there'll be like no games to play Nintendo Switch 2 early on in launch, and just to like honor it, unless it's super expensive. Like I mostly said that to myself because I anticipate it to be like, price any indie game is. But I really don't. If it's expensive, I think I'm gonna actually do that. Okay. The most brokenness. So I'm gonna start thinking about materials for the floor. I was gonna do like birch for the outside. So I low-key feel like I'm vibing with birch on me. Wait, what the heck? Okay, this is just annoying. I low-key feel like I'm vibing with birch on the inside is for the floor. I think that'll look good. Hmm. Just trying to think of anything interesting. Like I don't. Let me see. What have? Okay. Here's something that's interesting. I heard that they were gonna make Minecraft 2, or not really gonna make Minecraft 2, but like the guy that originally made Minecraft and then sold it basically said like, hey, I kind of want to make Minecraft 2, or I'm working on it. Something. They're not actually making Minecraft 2. I'm just thinking like, what could they realistically add to Minecraft 2 that would be so big that it couldn't just be a content update for Minecraft? Because the problem, I think, arises from the fact that, like, for the majority of Minecraft's, well, no, all of Minecraft's lifespan, they've received these content updates. They've done things as big as, like, add the nether. I might be wrong. I mean, I know in the earliest alphas of Minecraft, there obviously probably wasn't the nether, but, like, it might have been in the first final version, and I don't remember. I was not really playing it. But, like, it just got me thinking, like, if something as big as the nether, or the egg, is what could be considered a Minecraft, like, update, what would be big enough that they could add it to and justify the existence of Minecraft too? Because I mean, it has such a massive modding community too. Like, I don't know, like if they were gonna make Minecraft too, which like I said, they're obviously not. But if what could they do that like mods haven't already done that like you know um would be big enough that it couldn't just be a content update? And I was thinking about this, and I honestly have an a kind of idea, and that idea is space. I think if they were to make Minecraft 2 in the space and technology, There's already tons of mods that do this kind of thing, but not on the scale that Minecraft does. Or sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. Not on the scale that I'm thinking. Like you can go to space in some Minecraft mods, and I could be wrong. There might be a mod out there that does this. But here's my thinking. They basically just add like spaceships to base Minecraft that you can fly around in and go crazy. Like I said, I think there might be a mod where like maybe you could build a rocket ship and be taken to the moon. Because hear me out. Space is very difficult to replicate in any video game. Because when you need to make like a bunch of unique planets and all this stuff, you really can't. So here's what I propose. They use Minecraft's unique biome generation system because clearly people are fine that play Minecraft with just like seeing the same area kind of over and over. So I don't know how many biomes are in Minecraft, but they could create roughly the same number of like pre-generated planet in 3 seconds. And then basically have it be similar to regular Minecraft generation, where you go around and you try to like find, you use a planet. There could be like some village planets that have like variants of the regular planets that have like a colony on them basically. And the idea would be that you would start on the regular like Minecraft, and that would be its own planet. Now I don't think that every planet baked into Minecraft necessarily needs to be as big as like the infinity of this of like the planet that you started on Minecraft. I think it should be equivalent to like 1 biome. Because realistically file sizes would get too big if they made like planets that are like this, right? Plus there's no need. So this would just be like a kind of home base thing that is like the biggest, most developed planet for whatever odd reason, and nothing else has ever come close to it. But basically, you would start from here. They would add, a system to getting resources that you can use to build a spaceship, and then you would use that to go into space, and the vast majority of space would just be like a blank, kind of like stars and all that stuff. But then you would just try to discover these planets, and it would be fun. There could be like unique materials on them that are different. There could be like new weapon rarities and armor variants introduced, and there could be new mobs introduced. And I think that that's something that's big enough that it would justify like a Minecraft to have this, just do the same thing, add an entire space combat and exploration system. The other thing that they could do to go along with that, which I feel like this just by itself isn't big enough. I feel like this can just be a content update on what I'm thinking about to say. But because if they were already going to do the whole space thing, they might as well. Like, make it so that you can build like pirate ships as well that actually work. Like make it so that people can just build pirate ships and then create some sort of item that makes your build move. So you could create like I suppose there's kind of like pistons like that, but I don't know. They could create an ore item that lets you like actually row your thing, or like a wheel. Yeah, they could create like a ship's wheel. That would be the perfect idea. Just the ship's wheel that if you place it down on something in water, it you can like it'll move. They'd have to code that in, but I mean, there's like chunk movers and stuff that was like push entire masses of land. I'm sure it's possible. and basically just make a bunch of ocean biomes and like make it so people can actually go out there and explore the ocean and maybe add like well there you can find treasure chests from sunken shipwrecks, but I think like basically expand the ocean, expand the sky, and then that would be worthy of Minecraft too, like add technology. um I really do think that would help a lot. um The other thing that might be cool is now let's get into content updates for Minecraft. Like, what do I want to see? I'm not somebody that goes to that. So I'm gonna be honest. Like I I barely ever like even play survival Minecraft, and when I do, I never really get that far as going to the end, and I mostly focus on build. So I'm gonna be honest and say like no, I don't really care if they make an end update. Like everybody and their mother is like, oh yeah, they should make an end update. Like for me, what do I want to see as a Minecraft update? That's definitely difficult. Something that well, what would make builds better? I guess something that would make builds better is just a heavier variety of colors. Maybe a way. I feel like dyeing is unrealistic. You can dye wood in real life though, right? Yeah. I think they should add a system to like dye wood. They should add a system to like use something similar to banners and maybe make it like wallpaper or siding, because that would make building better if they added like stuff like that. Okay, I finished with that. Now, is this as tall as I want this to be right now? No, this really isn't. Um, I think I need to make this bigger, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. What else do I want to see them bring into Minecraft? Uh, just I suppose like different different villagers, like give villagers actual personalities. I think that would be cool. I think they do have them somewhat, but they mostly just like walk to their house, walk to their job, walk to their house, walk to their job. I suppose here, let me do this. Oh wait, he's down there so he can't escape, right? Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place. No! I just need to lock in on this. Like improve, I think a cool update concept would be like improving the villager AI so that they can actually do other stuff besides just walk to their house and to their job. Like it would be cool if they could actually um like harvest the crops, maybe make a few basic things that are made from the like thing that their job requires, and then if they make those things, put them in a maybe community chest that they've got. Those are my ideas for some updates for mine. Those things make me think of Animal Crossing and the fact that Tom Nook isn't the villain. You gotta hear me out on this. Sure, he makes you pay loan and gives you no choice, right? But let's think about this. At least what we know. The first game, you move to a place and need a place to live. And when you go to a place to live, what's one thing that you're gonna need? A job. So for the first few games, he just offers you like a job at his shop. And remember, you actively seek out this place to live. So it's like, yeah, maybe you didn't necessarily plan to work for him, but bro's giving you a job and a house. And you've got to realize all these loans are interest free. Like they're expensive, but you know how much you'd be paying in the real world if you had to pay interest? And there's no, oh, you haven't paid us this month, we're gonna come get your money. No. They literally just like, you could wait 100 years and then pay off your loan and you'd be chilling. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. I'll tell you who the real villain of Animal Crossing is. Rover. He's clearly supposed to become the mayor of the town in New Leaf and doesn't want the responsibility. So he just like lets you get tricked into becoming the mayor. And again, Tom Nook then offers you a house, and it's like, yeah, is it shitty that you have to pay money? Maybe a little, but like you were gonna have to pay no matter what, because you lived there. You were coming to live there regardless of whether you became mayor. It's the same in New Horizons. You purchased a package. What did you think was gonna happen? Like, we're just mad about having to pay off their debt, then simply don't pay it. If you don't want to upgrade your house. Yeah, that's the other thing. He'll upgrade your house if you pay it. Like, he helps you. Well, something I feel like is crazy. How nobody reads stuff today. Like, I'm in class, and the teacher gives us this thing to read. It's like a short story. I'm doing a short story unit right now. It's super short and easy to read. Well, it's not super short, but I don't know, it actually was. I think it was like one page, maybe one page in the back page. And they looked at it and went, oh, I guess I'll read it. Like, what do you mean you guess you'll read? It's super easy to read. This should not take you any time at all. Like, be difficult. The people today just are so lazy. They don't want to do any work. I'm not saying that in a, oh, nobody wants to work a job way. It's like, the new generation is so lazy. The Sillington needs to be a little bit taller. I think I'm going to do two more. I'm saying that in a, like, people just aren't capable because they've become so complacent. Like, they don't want to do it, sure, but it's also because it's just become so difficult. Like, in the modern world, people's attention spans are bad, and like COVID just left everything a mess. That fucked the world. And so, due to that, like, nobody wants to work, and they're just lazy because they've lost that sense of like needing to do it and become bad. It's just crazy. I'll see that stuff all the time. Like, I literally know so many people that just in my classes over the years that just show up just to be disruptive and look at their phone and stuff. And it's like, why show why? And I think that's the real issue for today is not that like oh people don't want to do it. It's that people have no motivation to do it. And so it turns into yeah, I don't want to do it, or I guess I have to do it. Um, because they just weren't they hadn't gotten used to that level of work, and then like just so much like I know for at least for my generation this is kind of not making sense, but basically let me go back and sum it. So basically, the reason I think that it's so bad for schools is because nobody's motivated to do it. Because at least for my generation, we missed most of middle school due to COVID, and we didn't have to do crap. School, if we had to do it, was jokingly easy, and they just gave you good grades and let you graduate and stuff because they couldn't not really, right? So I think we get used to complacency. We just go on our phones all the time, never really have to do work, and a lot of middle school is like you start getting more homework, you start having to do bigger things so that you're ready for like high school and later on college, and we didn't get so and nobody feels any motivation to do well anymore because they just don't care. And why should they? It's another thing that COVID shows is like how well people can function without going to college. Like there was a large portion of the population that like just you know lost their jobs or couldn't find one in the industry they wanted because of it. So people started coming out with all these like business ideas and like side hustles and all this stuff, and there isn't motivation in people to do work because they were never really taught how to keep up with the workload, and then like they could just be on their phone, which they got used to just being able to go on it like 24/7. They become insane, and that's where I just feel like the issue is. People act like oh it's cause like people are just lazy or like they're not good at it, and it's like that just isn't the case. Here, I think this is good. I think this is actually. I feel like I mean it maybe could be one bigger, but I think condensed here. This is kind of bad. I'm sorry. This kind of hold on. I was tired today. In all honesty, I do these like a couple days before they have to go out, and I just like sit down and rap and just do it. And I don't know. I just I've just been so busy basically. I'm not getting into all that. But there's a lot of stuff to do. Anyways, despite that, I hope people enjoyed this, and I'm gonna put these on, and I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Wait, let me do these two.